If you were below an 8.5, I was going to take my mic off and walk away. I was prepared to
I'll do the
that
episode by myself.
because this movie is it's amazing.
Welcome back to the Killer Media Podcast, your home for all things horror entertainment and movie reviews.
Yes.
I am Nick, and this is Tim.
Yes. Welcome
Welcome
to the Jaws episode.
Yeah, I forgot my attire because the movie was shit.
Because he was tired.
The movie was shit, so
I'm
getting rid of any merch I have, which is the one shirt.
Yeah, that's all you have, one shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get into it, thanks again for tuning in. Leave a like and a subscribe and hit that bell for this dedication here. Hat, sunglasses, shirt, undershirt, and swim trunk.
Hold his soul to the shark.
Yes, and there's a lot more, but we can't fit them. This set. There's a sign here that you can always see that may or may not be in the background. I think you can see
I'm probably in the way.
Probably. But that's there, so we thank you for watching. Leave a subscribe. And yeah, we're just going to jump into it. Jaws is on the table. It took us so long to watch it, only because the theaters wanted to put it out in Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, why not just for the 50th?
Yeah, I guess it didn't want to be in direct competition with some of the movies that were coming out. But obviously, we wanted to wait until the theaters because he's never seen it. So this was
my first time.
This was his first time seeing it. This was my first time, obviously, seeing it in theaters, both in IMAX. So it was technically new for everybody. And yeah, we're just going to talk about it. We're not going to break it down story-wise. This is an old film. We're just going to talk about the highs and lows and just have a good time while drinking our Jaws beer. Narragansett.
17 Mango Mission.
Quince Choice Beer. If you didn't know, you probably did because it's old already. Not old, but you know.
Hey, he called you guys old.
Yeah, you're old. This brand of beer decided to do a little flashback back to 75. So it's the original design back in 75, which is seen in the movie. So that's fun. But yeah, I guess we'll jump into it. I'm going to take these off because, whoa, that's blinding. Only because it messes with screens. And I can't really see. So, as always, our score.
Our score
for Jaws.
Mine still may be pending. I don't know if I have an exact score.
All right, well that's good. So in 3, 2, 1,
9.7.
I had a whole thing planned. If you were below an 8.5, I was going to take my mic off and walk away. I was prepared to.
I'll do the episode by myself
because this movie is it's amazing.
I had a really good time watching.
I cannot find.
First impression was just, I don't know. There was no really particular reason why I never watched the movie.
You've seen parts of it though.
Yeah, I've seen parts of it.
Right. Just never fully through.
Never fully through. Not like the whole story, like with the mayor. Like I just really didn't know the whole story other than shark attack.
Shark, yeah.
Big shark.
Big shark attack, messing people up.
So I never hated or despised the movie. I just never had an incentive to go and watch it and find it. Fair enough. Not that I didn't think that there was any hype. A lot of people liked the movie, but I don't know. I just really no other reason that I didn't watch it.
Yeah, you just don't get around to it. The first time I watched Psycho was maybe a month ago, and that's like the horror movie that everybody says you haven't seen that. So we just didn't get to it yet, and it's old.
We got lots of time. We got to watch all the movies.
We got 75 more years.
We're gonna live to 100.
Yeah, I grew up watching Jaws, so I've seen it plenty of times, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful. My aunt loves the movie. Every time the movie's on, we have a thing. No matter where it is, what time it is, she'll send a text, or I'll send a text saying, "Hey, Jaws is on TV." Every single time, because the movie's always on TV. Not even just during
Actually, all the movies are on Netflix right now too.
Yes, on Netflix, but on cable, given at least 1 or 2 days every week, it's on one channel, no matter what time of year it is. It's crazy. So, the fun thing that we do. We both love the movie, and we had a viewing party at her house in her pool. So, we were watching it in the water.
And I wasn't invited.
No, he wasn't invited because he was waiting for the theater.
It's a good experience to watch it in IMAX for the first time.
I'm gonna mention though, I think it's false advertising. Because it's not IMAX. It's the same aspect ratio. It's just on a bigger screen. The sound, nothing was new with the sound other than it was just really loud. So
Okay.
I think the IMAX thing they were advertising was like the 4K and the laser technology they have.
I mean,
But it wasn't in IMAX because you can't make it IMAX because IMAX didn't exist in '75, so you couldn't film for that. So I'm like, is it really IMAX? Whatever.
So is there any missing parts of the screen that is like, or is it just a bigger screen? You know how IMAX
IMAX makes it higher, and no, it's the same width, but IMAX makes it higher. But no, the way you saw it here is the way you'll see it at home.
Oh, okay. So there's nothing like hiding.
No.
Okay.
That's the widescreen.
So yeah,
The
little
VHS
false advertisement of it for IMAX.
I don't know what I was expecting. Whether it was going to be like AI. I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know what, but I was like, it's not IMAX. But it was still good to see it on a very large screen with loud sound.
Yeah, and we got a first, not Steven Spielberg himself in the theater,
right?
But at the start of the movie, he went on about the movie, about how grateful he is at the time. He didn't know it. He was like 27, I think he said.
Yep.
When he first made it, and he was first time shooting at the beach, in the ocean. Bruce the shark, I think there was mechanical failures. I think
a lot of mechanical failures. The shark worked for I think 1 day, so they had to shoot the whole ending in 1 day, or maybe like a 2-day span, because they built the shark for freshwater, not saltwater. Because they were in such a rush. They only had. There's a whole documentary that came out with the 50th release of that,
and they made it work.
And it's a fantastic documentary. But yeah, funny enough, the issues it had is what made it so good. Having the shark not be in it until the end is what made it really good. Funny part about it.
Yeah, I like the suspense that when you don't see the shark, and it does a good job of just letting the audience just kind of imagine what the shark is. It's good. I mean, he's a basic shark, but he's just giant compared to like other sharks.
25.
It's not like a crazy looking shark, like weird designs, anything. They didn't go like all out. Yeah, it's a basic looking shark, but just huge.
Massive.
And Hooper makes a point all the time, like, this was not the shark that you guys got. Yeah. You guys are all gonna die.
He knows, because he's an oceanographic man. Works at the
Marine
Oceanographic
biologist.
Institute.
I think his specialty is sharks.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
He's a
I
shark
wasn't sure if you just knew about any other aquatic life, but it makes sense.
Yeah, he's in sharks.
No, he's in sharks.
Are you in sharks?
You in sharks?
It was a great experience. We both clearly enjoyed it. I didn't know his reaction until right now. I didn't want to know.
He didn't want to know.
Because I feel like I hyped it up too much, although it deserves the hype. But sometimes when you hype something up so much, you're like, yeah, it was good, but like a 9.9, 9.7? Nah. So I'm happy that he gave it a 9.7. Pending. Now, is that pending up or down?
Could be up. I wasn't sure if this is a movie that's like a 10 out of 10. Because I just had like the one major issue, and I wouldn't even say major.
Can I guess what it is?
Yeah.
Pacing.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a very tad. Mm-hmm. But I still think the movie does a good job at like the tension. My girlfriend didn't like how she felt that after they go out on the ocean, Quint, Hooper, and Brody, that dragged out.
That was the best. That's the best 30 minutes in like any movie.
I think that's what she's referring to. Or maybe she's referring to the beginning, where it's mostly like the mystery about like finding about the shark. It's not like this movie isn't like crazy with like the gore or anything. I don't think.
No,
it's not.
It's rated PG.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, back then the standards were way crazy.
Yeah, I mean Gremlins is rated PG-13.
Yeah, I mean this would probably be at least PG-13. I don't think it breaks R, but it would be PG-13 if it was made today. Same way. I don't think it would break R because there was only like 2 scenes of blood, but they're pretty brutal.
Yeah, I don't know. The standard has went up a little bit, I think.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's gone up. But then at the same time, it hasn't, because there's like Marvel movies that like you think could maybe borderline rated R, but there's more blood in movies nowadays than there used to be, I think.
I think it depends on how much. You can have tons of blood, but if you're seeing somebody get cut up, that's more intense than just seeing blood.
Yeah.
So if they show all the kills, yeah, that would be rated R.
And
I think that's where the standard is. And language, obviously, that's a whole different thing.
It's like 2 fucks and you're rated R.
Yep, that's it.
Like, who decides that?
I know, but now Marvel's starting to put F words in their movies. That's crazy. They're making their standards. I think it's good. So I was gonna say something.
Do you have any questions?
I find and I'll lean to you for this. I find it very difficult to find anything. Like this is like, I gave it a 9.9 only because I have just very minor nitpicks that, to me, it's common sense why you wouldn't do that. For example, why would they use Quint's boat rather than Hooper's boat that has all these computers? It's huge.
Because that's what Quint wants.
No, I know, and that's how they rationalize it. But like, he's in charge. It's his boat, but why? Like, you have a better option, and that's
didn't he make the comment, Hooper? Did he say? I couldn't remember.
He didn't say anything about the boat.
Okay,
but like, again, it's story wise, whatever.
Other than Brody saying we need a bigger boat.
Yeah. And also Quint's second-hand man, like the guy in the yellow coat, he's just never seen again. I thought he would have been on that boat for like cannon fodder to like get eaten. And like, if that's his main man, where is he?
Yeah, I guess one of the downsides to this movie is, as much as the movie's about a shark attack, there's not that many shark attacks.
It's about capitalism.
But that's done really well.
Mm-hmm.
The greed of the mayor.
Yeah.
And I like the contrast of Mrs. Kittner. I gotta try to remember all these names, and how her son was killed. And to you, I don't think it's Brody's fault. It's not.
No, it's not. He's being pushed.
But at the same time, I like how his character doesn't like push back against her and like deny it.
Right.
Even though he could pretty much just go, "Oh, it's the mayor doing this."
Because he thinks it's his fault.
Yeah.
He thinks it's his fault. Obviously, he's being pushed, but he's the chief. He can do whatever he wants, really. He can close the. He has the authority, but he's being pressed by so many people that he doesn't know what to do. Plus, it's his first year on the job, so he doesn't want to get fired.
Like, deep down, he's a good character. The very beginning of the movie shows that, because as soon as maybe it's like you don't really know what happened to the girl in the beginning, he immediately was like, okay, if this is a shark, it's a shark. We have to close down. We have to protect everybody. But at the same time, the pressure from the mayor, and it's his first summer, so he doesn't want to get any backlash from the mayor, but then that also trickles down to his perception with the townspeople.
Right.
So I like that aspect.
Right.
Not that I wasn't prepared for, but the movie's a lot deeper than just shark go bite.
It's very deep, yeah. Even the cinematography and like the editing, it all has meaning. It's not just that to do that. Like, for example, the scene where they're on the boat at the end. There's gonna be spoilers here because it's an old damn movie,
and it's on Netflix. So a lot of people have Netflix. So watch it.
When the running gag of the bigger boat, the scene like fades away as he's speaking, because it's a way to signify that his sentence and his meeting there doesn't matter. They're not going to get a bigger boat. It wouldn't make a difference. So it's like the
no matter how many times he pushes.
Yeah. So they cut him off because it's like, all right, stop talking. Like the editing choice, it's masterfully like thought through.
There's some really good like subtle humor in this.
Yeah,
like the jokes and the banter were really fun. You really got a sense of these characters. I think humor is one of the most well-known deflections of like, bad trauma and stuff. So they're facing this shark. So the only thing that they can do is joke around, especially the scene when Quint and Hooper and Brody, I think it's after the first time they tag the shark with the barrel. Now they're just waiting, and then it's dark out, and they're on the boat just shooting the shit. Yeah. It's just a fun.
I think that's the best
scene.
That's the best scene in the whole movie. His speech of the USS Indianapolis,
even if I could barely understand him, but
is the best scene. He wrote that scene himself.
Oh, nice.
Richard Shaw, because he's a writer and a director on Broadway, or he used to be. So he was like, I want to write this because they had it written, but it just felt like just such a lame monologue of that. He's like, let me take a stab at it, and Spielberg was like, all right, take a shot at it. And I think he performed that drunk. He was actually drunk.
I could believe it.
I think in the documentary he's like, I only get drunk when I'm like on set. So his character is obviously like he drinks a lot. So I think in every scene.
Do you think he really chugged this thing?
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
He literally asked Spielberg, "Can I like be drunk for this?" Because that's what the scene calls for. They're drinking, and he's like, "Yeah, go for it." Like at a young age, back in those days, you're like, "Whatever, okay." Today that wouldn't fly, obviously. So it was authentic, and that's a real like event that happened. Like that's a real story. He wasn't there, obviously, but the USS Indianapolis is when they delivered the nuclear bombs.
Yeah.
So yeah, 1,100 men sunk into the water.
1,100 men.
And only, 365 came out or something like that?
I don't know.
Because they all got killed by sharks and or drowned. Crazy. Horrifying. Pitch black. Can't see anything.
Now, wouldn't it have been crazy if it was the same shark?
No.
It would be crazy. It would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
It'd be lame, I think.
Yeah. But I think those were mostly tiger sharks that did that. A what?
A what?
That guy's funny. A what? I don't know. Questions. How many people died in this movie? Little pop quiz. And somewhat of a trick question.
2, 3. Up or down?
Up.
4.
Nope.
5?
Yeah. 5 people died.
Okay. Well, I counted the very beginning girl,
Chrissy,
then Mrs. Kittner's kid,
Alex,
and then Quint.
When they're in the pond, the guy that's checking on them.
Oh yeah.
You guys all right over there?
Yeah.
He
him.
dies.
Who's that last person?
Ben Gardner, the jump scare, the head.
Oh yeah.
He died.
But I don't call that an on-screen kill though.
But he's still dead though. He was in the movie, and then he's dead. They don't show.
Okay.
Him. But he was a character. He's the guy in the red hat who was just talking absolute nonsense on one of the boats.
Oh. Okay.
Just like he was like the big guy.
It was a good jump scare.
It was because you don't expect it.
You really don't.
They set up in the movie that when the sharks are around, you hear the music. There's no music. You're not expecting anything, and then it just boom happens, loud noise. It's one of the best jump scares in cinema history because it's set up that way, and that's the only jump scare in the whole movie.
The movie's not like that scary in that sense.
No,
it's not like straight horror slasher that type.
No,
it's not gimmicky. Jump scare doesn't feel gimmicky, even though it's so simple.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I mean, this was 1975. I mean, there's not that many horror movies before it, but like it's the first of its kind that kind of really balances like the horror.
Right. It's more of the unseen. Because like, yeah, you're looking at a shark on a screen. Or that's not scary.
Yeah.
But put yourself in Chrissy's shoes. It's pitch black. You can't see anything, and something grabs you, and it hurts.
It hurts.
And you're getting thrashed around.
Yeah, I really like the opening scene because you hear her, and obviously this kid is drunk. He's passing out. She's calling for help, and no one's there. And she's thrashing, and she's calling out, and then done. And then it's silence.
Yeah, it's like absolute silence.
Nothing. No one was there to help her.
Yeah, that's what happened. And no one would know. Unless you get washed back up on the beach.
Yeah, so like if she didn't get washed up, it would have honestly taken a lot longer for anybody to realize what happened. A lot more people would have been killed.
Yeah, probably.
One tiny little ship events.
Butterfly effect.
Yeah.
Butterfly effect. This movie's phenomenal. What are your... Find me faults in this. Like, you gave it a 9.7. Obviously, it's a very high score.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the pacing, did you find anything? I think we can all agree the acting is, like, outstanding. Like, it's very good.
It's very believable. I didn't think for 1 second that it was bad. I personally have trouble kind of disparaging really, really, like, I could tell when something's, like, really bad acting. But sometimes there's movies that are back then where the tone of voice is a little different, because I feel like a lot of movies, I don't think this one really had it, but maybe movies before that had like an Atlantic accent.
Mm-hmm.
So, and for me, I mean, different languages. I know we've had trouble. Like, what was the one movie we were watching? Pandemonium. It was a different
yeah.
language.
Yep.
How do you really gauge somebody's acting when you don't really speak their language? Their
Right, it's
cadence
hard.
is different.
Yep.
But I mean, for this, I didn't once think that it was like bad acting. Like when you see like Friday the 13th, when I'm watching it, you could tell it's bad acting. Everything's so enunciated.
Right.
But in this, it just felt like normal. Like it made like that when the mayor and all the townspeople are in the city hall in that room. It makes it everyone's all jumbled. Everyone's talking over how everybody would talk. It just felt so believable and realistic.
Right. And the chemistry between the three. Oh my god.
Really,
it's like outstanding.
It's so fun to listen to them banter.
Right?
Even when Hooper's by himself, he mumbles it to himself when we first see him on screen. He's a really good character.
He is, yeah.
He's the know-it-all.
Right.
Quint's the
hardened
badass, but also is stubborn and doesn't want to do anything else other than his way.
He's the complete opposite of Hooper. And then you have Brody. He's in the middle.
He's in the middle.
He just doesn't like the water.
He's a really good protagonist.
He is. And they all have all different personalities. They all clash in the perfect way because it balances them out.
Yeah, it's good.
It's the Trinity.
And it's the way their humor is. Brody's humor is different from Quint's humor, and as so on Hooper's humor. Hooper's the most comic relief.
He's the quippy guy.
He's the most quippy comic relief guy.
Right.
Quint,
he just yells.
He just
and that's
yells.
why it's funny. Like the way he talks and the way he gets angry. It's not in like a menacing, oh my god, I hate you. That's just his way, and the way it comes off is funny. The way he's talking. Chief Brody's just, he doesn't want to be on the boat, so he just kind of gets stuck in the middle of it.
And their reaction to Quint dying fits so well.
Yeah.
Because Hooper's just like, Quint? And Brody's like, and then they just kind of, they accept it.
Right.
I think they've realized he's probably seen some shit, and it's probably the way he would have wanted to go. I don't
think that's the way he went.
Too bad.
He literally said like he's putting on.
Well, it's his fault.
I mean, it is his fault. The character arcs in this are absolutely amazing. They all have their perfect arc, right? So Quint, most of all, because of the USS Indianapolis, all he wants to do is hunt and kill sharks. Because of that, and his greatest want is what destroyed him. His stubbornness to get this shark in particular, because it's causing so much havoc.
Almost costed them.
Right, because it's causing so much havoc, was his downfall. And in the beginning of the movie, when we first see Quint, when he does that annoying scratch on the chalkboard, like he says 3 things. He's like, the shark, or I forgot, I'm not going to know the exact things, but he said it'll swallow you whole, it'll chomp down on you. And he said one other thing, and that's the same exact 3 things that happened to him. So like he foreshadowed his own. So again, the foreshadowing,
that is a really good shot.
The foreshadowing in this is great. Even with this one blew my mind too. I found this out. The CO2 canister.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking
they show that multiple times.
Yeah.
So it's not just like, oh, here's this. Let me just use this. When he's reading the book, he sees an image of a shark with a canister in its mouth.
Okay.
Way in the beginning.
Great.
He's looking at the book. So it's like, all right. So
I had a feeling that the CO2 had some foreshadowing because of how often it was mentioned.
Right.
And
so that image is already in his head. Then he realizes after he messes up, Hooper's like, those can blow up.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Then he's like, all right, he has the original image.
That's how they were going to kill the shark.
So he has the image of, all right, this thing can go in its mouth. Oh, it blows up. Then Quint pulls out the rifle, and then he puts all 3 of those together at the end when he really needs to, and he remembers. And it's perfect because it's like a sequential thing. It didn't just happen just because, oh, how are we going to kill it? Oh, let's just do this. They set it up perfectly. And they kept showing the CO2 can because it's going to mean something.
Yeah, I like how everything has meaning.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of movies nowadays, I feel like they lack that.
I agree.
I watched Until Dawn. I don't know if I mentioned that in the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned it to you off screen. Right. Yeah, I watched Until Dawn.
Yeah.
That
I think it's fine. It's like a 5, maybe a 6. It's fine.
It's fine. But the biggest issue is the fact that it uses the name Until Dawn for the game.
Right.
It has 2 characters 3 characters kind of mentioned from the movie or from the game, and it just everything's like spoon fed.
Robbie Malek? Is that his name? The main guy.
Rami
Malek. Pictures in it.
Yeah, his pictures in it.
His pictures in it.
And it looked like the video game.
Yeah, at the end.
Like,
at the
it
end.
looked like Rami
it was
Malek.
literally... No, at the end shot was literally the cabin. In the snow. Of the location of the game.
Yeah, so
I'm like, oh, are they making a second one?
It was Rami Malek, but it was Rami Malek video game.
Yeah,
it wasn't like a picture of in real life. So
right.
Like, I was like, it looked a little off.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'll allow that.
Right.
But I just hate how they just shoehorn the name.
It's a mess.
If they make a second movie, I feel like the movie was the gauge they wanted to do an Until Dawn 2 game. I think
maybe, but nobody liked it. Yet they are making it.
I think it was to test the brand itself. If people if people got their hopes up just because it was the name Until Dawn, I think they were like, they're like, oh, this many tickets were sold, pre-ordered or whatever, so people want to see Until Dawn.
Right.
We'll give them a second game, but they shouldn't have. I don't know.
Yeah, that was bad.
Anyways, yeah.
All right, find more
good versus bad.
Yeah, good versus bad. Find more negatives from me. What else stuck out to you? Honestly, I find none.
If I have to really deep down, I'd have to like think about it a lot more.
Right. All right. Well, think about it as we go on.
Like I did, I thought about it more, but like off screen. But I'm still like thinking like, is it worth? I feel like even 10 out of 10 movies can have their faults, but it really depends on.
No movie's perfect.
Nah, even a 10 out of 10 movie isn't perfect.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, you have to say like that is a 10 out of 10 because there's like no other way that would have made it that much better. Like you can't go higher than that because I feel like when you set out a story, there's a list of things that you want the audience to know, and when you go through that and you go through all the arcs and then you get to the ending, is it satisfying to the audience? So if an ending's bad, that means that it could be done better. But I mean, I think endings are pretty hard to do in general. How do you end something, make it satisfying?
Right. This is very satisfying.
It is.
The shark has been causing so much pain and havoc through the whole movie. So what's the best way for it to die? Blow the fucker up. I mean, it's very satisfying the way it dies.
I would have wished maybe that there were more shark kills that were like a little bit more graphic, but I still think they did a good job with the suspense. But I still personally would have liked more. But that's just,
and I'm sure they would have had the shark work.
Probably.
You know, they had to work with what they had. And for what they gave it was like it worked. But there were a lot of shark scenes, not attacks like you said.
Yeah.
There was like 1, 2, 3. There's 4 out of the 5 deaths.
But for a 2-hour movie, so I guess the really issue again is the 2-hour movie. The whole movie does a really good job at setting up that suspense and even sparing it. But at the same time, before like the first half of the movie, you get like five deaths. One's off screen, so that's 4. Everything is suspense, and it's all about the fear of the shark. And then you have the second half of where Hooper, Brody, and Quint, they're all on the ship, the boat, and like none of them die until the end. So like it's still very long until you really see a lot of it's in action. Yeah. So at that point, I would have liked to see a little bit more horror.
Yeah, I can see that. But I do think if they showed the shark more, obviously physically if they showed it, because the shark was going to be littered through the whole film, it would have completely ruined the film. There would have been no suspense. Like the lack of shark made the suspense, which is why it's so suspenseful. I keep saying the word suspense.
Suspenseful. Thriller.
But I personally, I see where you're coming from. But I think, honestly, if you had more kills, let's say 2 or 3 more, it would have been too much.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, personally, maybe I would have liked more kills. But at the same time, that could still affect the story if you get more kills. Then you kind of become numb to the shark. And it's kind of like,
it becomes the same thing.
Yeah.
You know? So, I think they did it good. Perfect for what they had.
I think they did a really good job.
They did a really good job. I think we've done a pretty good job. Fuck.
So in the sense when you keep asking me that, like, what I could find nitpick, like,
yeah, because every
they
movie
might be nitpicks,
But I don't care. Give them to me because I can't find any.
That's what I'm thinking too. Like I'm trying to find them.
It's a perfect.
I don't want to like say something that I think is more subjective as an.
We'll say it anyway.
Well, no.
Gives talking points.
No, I like actually don't really have anything.
Okay.
Like the major issue, I guess, was maybe the 2 hours.
Right. You like, can feel it at some parts.
Maybe
yes.
They could have just trimmed it down, like just a little bit, not like by a lot. But 2 hours is still a lot.
Like you brought that point up, and I would say the scene where you just have those two random ass guys trying to catch the shark with the Sunday roast.
Probably you could
cut that whole scene out, but then you'd be like, oh, there's not really a lot of shark scenes. That did have the suspense of the shark in it, so technically the shark's in that scene. Take that away, would you be saying I wanted more shark?
See, I actually did like that scene. Maybe
it is a good scene.
You could take it out, but at the same time, I liked it.
It's a good scene.
No one died, but I still liked. It was a little funny too. The piece of the duck.
Yeah, the way it turns.
Piece of the duck keeps coming toward, and it's like, is that the shark? Or is that the? And it's not. Or was it?
It is the shark, but then it went away. Because what forced it? What broke it?
The shark. Oh no! Oh, when it came back. The shark did it. But was the shark actually coming back, or was that just?
Oh, I think it was because they made it a point to say the tide was going down.
Oh, okay.
But in that, I could be wrong, but
if he said if the tide was going out, then
right,
that would have.
Because when they threw the tire, he immediately said, "Oh, the tide's taking it out." So I think that was their way of saying the shark was there.
Okay.
And I get a negative. A negative you could say here is inconsistency with shark speed. Like I feel like the shark would have got him quite easily, right? Would you say?
Probably.
Obviously,
I think
obviously it's a giant mechanical shark. When it's on screen, it is moving very slow, but it is what it is.
It's still moving faster than someone swimming.
Right. So
more often.
Yeah.
It's a shark.
It's a shark.
They're
pretty fast.
Pretty fast in the water compared to a freaking human.
Yeah. The one acting wise, the one when they're doing the whole monologue speech at the end, when Hooper is making fun of himself, all a broken heart, and then he mentions the tattoo, and then he's literally is like dying laughing. And once Quint says what it is, obviously Hooper knows that story and how tragic it was.
Yeah.
He immediately was like, "Oh, like that was I shouldn't have said that." Like the acting in him to portray that in such a good way, no words, just his facial expressions and the silence. So it's amazing.
Yeah, the everything between the three of them is really
and good. One of the funny scenes was when they're comparing their wounds, right? And then Chief Brody just picks up his shirt.
Yeah,
it's probably his appendix was taken out, and he's like, "That's the extent of what I have, an appendix." These guys have been thrashed by sharks and eels, and he's just there oh.
City boy.
Yeah, he's got city hands.
And it contrasts with what Quint said. He thought Hooper was a city boy.
Yeah,
but he's not. He knows his stuff.
Right.
Maybe not as down and dirty as Quint has been, but I think they all earned. I think when they first set out, none of them, other than I guess Brody and Hooper, really connected and liked each other. Quint's at that point the oddball because they kind of have to listen to him. He's the captain of his boat.
Right.
But at the end, I think Quint, maybe a little bit at the end because he still kind of disregarded Hooper and the boat and the engine.
Oh yeah, it's why?
Yeah,
why? Why? Why would you do that?
He full of himself.
Yeah, he really wanted to get to shore to drown it. That he was like, I can make it before this thing.
Which I don't think it would have worked.
No.
I
think the shark is smart enough to turn around if they were getting closer. Again, another masterclass scene is when Brody's chumming the water and you see the shark for the first time just come out and jump scare him, and he just has that dead stare, walks back slowly, and that's when you get we're gonna need a bigger boat line. Just his expression of just absolute deadpan, horrified, just walking back. It's perfect. Obviously he hates the water to death. He's literally in the water, nowhere to go, and here's the shark that almost bit his face off. And how do you explain what you just saw when no one else has seen it? You see that. It's yeah, it's a big shark. It's yeah, we know, but no. You don't know how big the shark is.
You don't know.
It's massive. I would be afraid to do the scene that Quentin had to do. Even as it's a fake shark, obviously, but massive, and it's got sharp teeth. Those weren't like rubber teeth; those were like sharp teeth, and he had to literally like go inside of it. I'd be scared of doing that if I was him in that scene. Swallowed him whole. Swallowed him whole. Swallowed him whole. What was your highest high? What did you like the most, technical wise?
What do you mean technical wise?
Like cinematography, acting, sound. Like what was like the absolute your favorite part?
Probably the cinematography.
Beautiful.
There were so many beautiful shots.
The best shot, personally, is the dolly zoom when the first shark attack happens on the beach, and it zooms in on Brody, but the background goes back. Like the whole weird zoom shot that I think Alfred Hitchcock like invented. But that scene worked cinematography, other than just a beautiful like cityscape shot.
I like the character development of Brody too.
Mm-hmm.
I think if it wasn't Steven Spielberg who directed this or wrote it, did he write it at all? How much?
Peter, the author of the book, did most of the screenplay, but he had some help. I forgot from who. He had a hand in it.
I would feel if Steven Spielberg didn't write this movie would have flopped hard, and it would have directed. I don't think they would have made Jaws 2 and 3. Maybe.
Well, they shouldn't have made Jaws.
I watched a little bit of clips.
I
saw it on Netflix, and I just watched a couple of little bits of the movie, and I'm like, we're back with Brody, and we have the mayor, and then it was again Brody telling the mayor, we have another shark attack, and the mayor's like, no, we don't get it.
Have you not learned?
I didn't watch the movie. I'm like, okay, the mayor was pretty like a big asshole in the first one, but at the end, he did learn his lesson.
But then he didn't.
He did. But then if you go to the second one, he didn't.
It's like the first one never existed.
Exactly. And it's kind of taking it away.
It is.
And I didn't watch the whole movie, but I feel like the character arc in Brody is probably not as good. But I also feel like sequels don't even matter with Brody. Like,
no, they don't.
Honestly, like he had such a perfect character arc from the first movie, from beginning to end. There's like really nothing else you can do.
You can't,
and that's a good thing.
He fulfilled his character arc to the absolute max. He conquered his fear of the water.
There's really not much more that he could really do in a Jaws 2. Yeah. That's like actually like good.
Right. You're just turning him into an action hero.
Yeah.
At that point.
I don't think it's necessary.
It's not. And it's very funny because Spielberg, he wanted nothing to do with the other ones. Probably based on the amount of trauma he had making this. He hated making this film.
Oh, really?
He's like, I despise making it. It gave him so much anxiety because nothing was working. So partly because of that. But in all like if you buy the movie like on physical media, you can buy the collection, 2, 3, and 4. 1 is always standalone. He doesn't associate, and he doesn't want to associate his with the sequels.
I wouldn't
at all. Completely separate. 2 is mediocre. It's watchable. 3 and 4 are absolute garbage dumpster fires.
I can probably tell because isn't Jaws 3 3D or something?
Jaws 3 is 3D, and it's literal trash. It's a good concept of having the shark in an aquarium like setting. Good concept.
Yeah.
Done poorly. Very poorly. And then the 4th one is just ridiculous.
I bet.
It's called Jaws the Revenge, and the tagline is, this time it's personal. Basically, the shark has a vendetta against the Brody family.
I was going to say, I saw the cast for Jaws 4. It said Ellen Brody. I was like she's back in this?
She's back.
So then the shark has a vendetta. That's so dumb.
They kill Chief Brody off screen.
That's even worse choice.
Right. So the shark kills...
was Brody in the third one or no? Okay.
The shark kills. What's their son's name?
I don't know.
I'm bad with names. They kill the son's name. The shark kills the son. Then Ellen.
The hell?
I guess they turn the power off. Hopefully they don't turn these lights off.
Oh.
The lighting changed. We apologize for that. We still have this.
We're all good. We're all good. Nothing bad going on here other than the lights.
And I hope it stays. Oh, we're back.
Now we're back.
I got it. So, anyway, the shark kills the son. Ellen moves to Hawaii. The shark literally travels from Jersey to Hawaii just to kill her. Like it's a personal vendetta. Why?
No way a shark would be able to do that.
No way. And in the second one, the shark literally jumps out of the water and pulls a helicopter from the sky into the bed. Like it's they turned it into an absolute mess.
Some things are just meant to be more contained.
And one-offs and never do it again.
Really, there's some things that are you're fine to do that.
Very bad. Yeah, I agree. I think the cinematography is definitely one of the highs. I love just all the characters, the chemistry. I think that's my favorite.
That was also my favorite.
The banter
that was like
between all the characters.
Cinematography and the acting. I don't know my expectations when you kept hyping the movie up because you're like, oh, I love this. There's so much merch of it. So I was like, this guy really loves this movie.
It's my third favorite horror movie, and I think it's my second favorite movie.
And it delivered.
It delivers.
It delivered.
I
didn't really have like a bad expectation. I didn't have like a really good expectation that I was gonna love it. But after watching it, I can honestly really see why a lot of people really like this movie and love this movie, including me. I am now part of that fan club of loving this movie.
Now
I think the characters. It's a fun watch. You can just have this in the background, watch it again.
It's very rewatchable. Yeah, like, I could put this on every day. It's very rewatchable. Back to the acting. Would you say the town was like, it felt authentic? Like, it didn't feel like they were filming a movie. Like, the way they interacted with each other, the townsfolk, everybody kind of felt authentic.
Are you gonna tell me that these people were just... Okay.
They only cast 8 people in the whole movie. Everybody else was actual townsfolk of Martha's Vineyard, where they shot the film. They actually lived
everyone knew they were shooting a movie.
Yes. And
they were just included in it.
Yes.
So
they saved money that way. Did not hire an actual actor. So Alex Kittner's mom, Ben Gardner, the guy with the red hat who just spewed nonsense. A lot of the people that were talking to Chief Brody on the beach, there's a lot of the background characters. They're not actors. They're just actual citizens and residents of Martha's Vineyard.
Wow. And
when they had actual scenes to speak and to act, like Alex's mom, you wouldn't be able to tell. Like, it was awesome the way they did that. So I think they casted Chief Brody, Quentin Hooper, Ellen Brody, the mayor, I think Michael, his son, and I think the other son. So, like, only a handful, like 8.
Wow.
8 or 9 they cast legitimately through an actual process.
Yeah, that makes it feel more authentic.
Yeah.
I feel like there's nothing wrong with doing that, because sometimes, like, it's just better to capture, like, the candid stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, making actors and people involved in the film make it feel authentic.
Yeah.
As best as possible. If someone has to cry,
yeah,
you got to do something to make it feel authentic. Sometimes not everybody could do it, make it feel authentic. Sometimes you have to add outside things to make it feel authentic. So adding these people who live there already and adding them to the film is a good thing. Yeah. It's a pretty great thing, and I think, it feels very authentic.
And going back to the authentic, when Michael was in the pond and that shark attack happened, and the other son was like crying, they showed like a 2-second scene. You can't make a kid like that cry on demand. So I think Spielberg like took the toy that he was playing with
I thought
in
you
the
were about to
previous
say,
scene.
He took the toy.
So he actually like made him cry because he took the toy away. Get that shot.
That's funny,
right? So it was a real cry. Like, it was authentic. Maybe mean, but hey, it worked.
Is it really that mean? Kids, did he take it away and give it back though? Like, is it that mean?
After they got the shot, I guess. Yeah. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kids like poor.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
He's got to be able to learn, like, hey, this is just for the movie. You can take your toy away.
Right.
Kid, get this shot right here.
Yeah.
Don't cry.
Crying?
No. He probably told the kid. He probably said, "Can you cry on demand? Can you cry?" The kid tried crying. He's like,
"Yeah, it's fake."
And then he's like, "Okay, kid, do this scene again."
Yeah.
And then right before shooting, took the toy away.
Yeah. Pushes him.
And then he's like, "That's crying."
We got the shot. What did you think? I heard you laugh. The scene when there was the hoax, when it was the kids pretending to be the shark. Because obviously, if you have never seen the movie before, you think that's the shark. You think we're about to have a shark scene. and it's not.
It's not.
And it's funny. Like, you made me do it. It's funny. It's like, why would you? Like, they're kids, obviously. They don't know, like, the ramifications of it. But, like, they were literally about to get shot dead. They had,
I know.
like,
I was like, I was thinking about that. I was like,
them.
yeah, they could have really just got shot there.
And, like, in a real scenario, you see a shark, you don't see the human. I feel like in that scenario, you would just open fire.
Probably.
Right?
I was
So,
thinking
like,
that. I
how
was like, that
dangerous-
kid's lucky as hell.
How dangerous is that?
That kid's lucky as hell.
Yeah. They better got.
Obviously, it's fake.
They
But
better have got spanked. for that.
hypothetically, that'd be fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. The film's phenomenal.
It is.
It's worth all the hype.
You want a pretzel?
I do want a pretzel. Want pretzel?
You want a pretzel?
Pretzel. Hooper's great. He's hilarious.
They're all gonna die.
They're all gonna die. The quips are so good. I also find it funny, and maybe this is a nitpick of like why. My cousin brought this up to me during the dinner scene. He just showed up out of nowhere and just like intruded their house.
Oh, I love that.
First of all, he had no idea they were having dinner. He had no idea that they were even like available to do anything. He brought wine. He's all dressed up. He stole the dinner. I'm like, what is going on here?
Hey, he asked first.
No, he did, but I find it funny how he kind of just like walked in the house. He's like, oh, the door was open. Kind of just walked in and just like what do you know what setting this is?
That's city folk.
And you brought wine and like I thought until it was brought
Hey, bro,
up.
he took the wine.
He did.
He fucking
He
took
took
the
a
wine.
mega pint of that wine. Yeah, a mega pint. And he's like, you want to let that breathe now? Okay.
And then I love the little hand gesture of Hooper when he starts pouring Hooper a drink,
Yeah.
and immediately he's like, "All right, no, stop."
Yep.
Because he's like, "Okay, I don't need it."
He's a. But turns out he needed all that wine because he was about to get on a boat. He needed that wine.
He needed it.
Yeah, that was a little weird. He just kind of just put himself in that scene. I thought he was invited and it was a planned thing, always, until like a month ago when my cousin broke it down. And I'm like, you got a point there. He just walked in. Somehow he's all dressed up for whatever reason. He didn't come prepared. He didn't know they were eating because he literally said, is anybody eating that? Like, no one made him a plate. It was just weird. It was a weird scene.
Why was nobody eating it though? I guess Brody didn't have an appetite.
I guess not. I mean, who would after all the stuff?
Or if it was the kids' food. I don't know.
That was a big piece of meat, though. It looked like a roast.
Eat what you can eat.
You can eat.
Eat what you can eat.
Eat what you.
Finish your oatmeal.
I wish that would have been a bigger moment, but we didn't like talk about it every episode. I think we mentioned it once in the very beginning, but like,
Yeah, I think
they wouldn't get it. You had to be there.
be there. We could tell them.
We
I feel like this is kind of the end of the episode.
Yeah, we talked about it a lot. Nick will give you the story.
So there's this movie. We watched it. It was on Xfinity on demand.
In college, like 4 to 5 years ago.
Yeah, and we sat there and watched it. We didn't know what we were getting into, other than this is like a D horror movie.
This is like an F horror.
It was like we didn't have high expectations. We just put it on.
What was the movie we watched before that was also really bad? Oh, it was the Teenage Slumber Party.
Yeah,
we
saw
saw that like a couple nights before, and they were like, "Let's find another one."
We'll watch another one.
Yeah.
Now
We
we stumbled across this, and after that, we just forgot about the movie, but we didn't remember what the name of the movie was,
right?
Other than this one scene that involves a woman. Other than because we forgot really like what happened, but the scene was just a woman who is eating. She was sitting at the table. Guy comes in. You don't even see his face.
Uh-huh.
He's wearing a wife beater or whatever.
And he's holding a whole bottle of Jack Daniels.
Yeah, he's got Jack Daniels. Then he puts the bowl down of oatmeal, and he goes, "Finish your fucking oatmeal, bitch."
Yeah.
And it's like, that scene was so out of place. And that was the only memory of like the whole movie that we ever had.
We had that, and the beginning of the movie was a car driving to a campsite.
And that was it.
That's
that was
all we
all.
had.
We didn't remember the name. So after all these years, we wanted to be able to watch that movie again.
Yeah.
Because of.
And you didn't even finish it because you had to go to class.
Yeah.
I didn't finish it either. I turned it off.
Yeah,
So
we didn't actually see the whole movie.
We watched half of it. It was about the halfway point. And then we were like, all right, we'll come back to it. We never did. Because we forgot about it, I guess.
So we forgot about it. Until then, we finally, more specifically, Tim.
Last night, I found it.
I don't know how he did, because he says
It doesn't
he
make
claims
sense.
that he's always wrote down on the description on Google the address, the same exact thing he's always typed in.
Yeah, I would Google, like, the only way I would find this movie is to have the website find the movie based on a movie quote. So I would go to a website that says, type in a quote, and we'll find all the movies that match that. So I would literally type in, finish your oatmeal, bitch, eat your oatmeal, all these different types. It would never come up. Like two
That's the only
movies would
thing that
come
we
up.
could go off of
Yeah,
this movie.
because it was such an identifiable quote. Like, that's so random. So I thought it would come up immediately, but it's one of these unknown, like, self-made movies. So it makes sense why it didn't come up. So I did this maybe like 20 times throughout these like 5 years at random occasions. Last night, where I'm on Tubi, I'm watching Airplane, and I'm looking for bad movies to watch because I got nothing else to do. I'm like, I can go for a laugh. So I searched for like 20 minutes. I'm finding no movies, so I'm like, I'll put Airplane on. That's a good movie. Have you seen that? Yeah. That's a good movie to throw on to laugh at.
I like my coffee like I like my
black. So I put that on.
Get yourself together.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, I'm just like, all right, I'm just going to go to that website again. I don't know what I searched. It had to have been a different website. So I searched it, and I got like 50 results. None of them were the movie. I went to a different website, the one right below that link, typed the same thing, and the second quote, the second one, was, finish your fucking oatmeal, bitch. And I said, no way. There's no way that's it. But it was. So I followed it. The movie's called Axe Grinder. There's 5 of these films. It's on Tubi. You can buy them. They'll print you a disc on demand and send it to you Blu-ray. So I might do that. And now we can watch it whenever we want and relive the moment. I fully watched the film last night from recording this
without me,
and it was phenomenal in the most horrible way. It was awful in the best way possible. It's fantastic, and I hope through watching the other 4 sequels, maybe we can see some progression. You know,
are the same characters in the
no, because they all died.
They all died in the
they all died. So
oh, you spoiled it.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Maybe there'll be some like good progression to see how they grow. Maybe we'll do a franchise review of these. It's that good.
We'll pit Hell House
against
this.
Yeah, you didn't see that episode. Unfortunately, we filmed a whole episode that was unusable due to me. We were out of focus the whole time.
Oh, we're not even going to put that episode up?
I might put like audio or clips from it, but the full episode, no, probably not.
Oh, I guess right here, if the full video is not up, then this is us saying we did not like Hell House.
Yeah, the new Hell House, we didn't like it at all. We won't really get into it, but
we don't recommend watching it.
We
even
don't
for
recommend
people
it.
who are fans of the movie and the prior movies.
Because even the hardcore fans did not like this movie. The first one was fantastic. I love it. It's phenomenal. This one, it just took a lot of risks. And yeah, cool. Don't even say it. Great that you took these risks, because you should do that. You should do that to progress yourself as a filmmaker. But unfortunately, all of those risks worked backwards and didn't help you. Therefore, it wasn't a ballsy move.
You brought it up this time.
I know. We're not going into it, though.
I'm not even finished.
If you do, you have to crush it.
I know, but I'm driving.
We'll slightly crush it. Pretend you finished it. There you go. Just don't break it and have it spill everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we don't recommend
You said that'd be ballsy, wouldn't
it? No, because you'll ruin this shit. So we don't recommend it. If you want to see it, wait for it to be on Shudder for free, or however much you pay for it.
Like $9, I think.
Yeah, but it's
even then.
It was a stinker, unfortunately. We're not gonna go too much for that. If you haven't seen clips of that, or the video hasn't released, that's why. Because it was such a negative video. I think ourselves, we want to be honest, but we kind of shit on it maybe a little bit too much.
Probably.
Plus, we were out of focus the whole episode, so it was not easy on the eyes.
No.
So it's not easy to look at. So we haven't decided yet, but yeah, that's
if you're seeing it, you're seeing it.
Instead of that, you got Alien Earth episode 3 and 4.
That's what more miles better.
Yeah, that's what you got instead, which is better. So I think that's gonna do it for Jaws.
It is. It's going to do it for Jaws.
That's going to do it for Jaws. So
we're going to need a bigger hard drive.
We're going to need a bigger hard drive. You found one for not a bad price.
$600
for 137 terabytes. Not a bad price. But the funniest part about it is we won't, in our whole lifetime, we will not use half of that because it's so much terabytes.
Still be worth it to get.
It would be, and it was on sale. So it's like a big tower. Worth it.
Deal like that, it'll come by.
Yeah.
The right moment.
Huge.
The right moment.
We're not there yet. But yeah, that'll do it. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, whatever that is.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining. Comment your Jaws story. This movie has led to so many stories for all different viewers. Grow up watching this. Tell us your Jaws story. Why is this movie special for you? And if you don't like it, tell us why, because we can't find really any faults in it.
And did you also watch it for the first time just recently for the IMAX viewing?
Yes, let us know.
Is it your first time as it was for me?
Yes, let us know. Don't forget, we're on all socials. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're on Threads. Those are the main ones that we're always on constantly.
I like Threads a lot.
Threads is really good. It's good for personal communication. You're getting a lot of people. We're at 169 subscribers as of this recording. Last time I checked. So keep that going. We're shooting for 200.
Wait, for YouTube?
Yes.
It was 169?
Yep. So we're shooting for 200.
Okay, cool.
Help us get us there.
Last time I saw it was 167.
Yeah.
I think that was like yesterday.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Really like to see it.
Yeah.
One little subscriber honestly makes a huge difference.
Yeah. Because we'll be at 199 and you could be that 200. And that 200 is a big number.
172.
Whoa, we jumped up a lot. Go to the recent who did it?
Who did it?
Whomst. Does it say? Do you have your I don't think it will.
That's not mine.
Oh.
That's
this
is that's my person.
Sometimes if you hit the bell it'll say who does. If they have their thing on public.
The Chosen.
Oh, The Chosen. Thank you for subscribing.
Chosen.
And then I don't think it says the other people. Oh, comments in yeah, I read that. Nice. Thank you, Chosen. Thank you for being a fan. We're getting a lot of comments and new subscribers, and you're all very kind. So we appreciate all the comments.
New.
So until next time, where we talk about The Conjuring: The Last Rites. However, that episode will probably be up before this one, based on scheduling. We want to get it out. So this will be after The Conjuring episode.
So go and watch that episode.
So go watch The Conjuring episode if you haven't seen that yet. Then go back to this one. Then talk about Jaws. It's great. The Conjuring.
It's a great film.
It's a great film. I was questioning my girlfriend. What were you talking about? And she's like, "Oh, a film is not a movie." Yes, it is. They're the same thing. Was that the conversation?
Because you said it's the same thing.
You said it was a film, and she was like, "No, it was a movie." I'm like, "They're the same thing."
It's the same thing. I was saying a film. There's a little bit of a difference between a film and a movie.
Are you holding film at higher quality?
Yes.
Then a movie is just a movie. In your definition of, that was a good film.
A movie not just being a movie, but it's a... I think we could do a whole episode about it.
Probably.
But I don't want to get into it right
That'll
now.
be a debate. Look out for that.
Do you not agree with that statement?
I think they're one and the same. But I think
they are one and the same. So like,
but you're classifying a movie as in Hell House is a movie, Jaws is a
yes. Yeah. Like
quality.
A movie, yeah, obviously. A movie, Jaws is still a movie, but it's also a film.
Are you saying because it was shot on film?
No.
Okay. Because that's also another thing.
Yes. At the time, I think that made it more apparent, but now I think the words film is more synonymous with having a little bit deeper meaning. Like, if you're watching the new Borderlands movie.
That's a movie.
That's a movie.
Now, what do you call a flick?
Flick?
Is that even lower? Or is that just another term for a movie?
I would consider the Transformers movies a flick.
A fun time.
Because...
Like a popcorn movie.
Because there's a lot of things that you could say about Michael Bay, how he makes his movies, but in general, it's fun watching it.
They don't have a lot of substance.
They don't. But if you're going to choose between Transformers, at least Michael Bay, versus the new Borderlands movie, even then, that's not even like a good popcorn flick.
This is bad. We haven't seen it.
Like, I'd probably haven't seen it, but like,
yeah.
like movies that are also like Axe Grinder. They're so bad that they're good. They're funny.
Yeah.
Is also a flick because
It is.
it's like you just eat popcorn, you forget about it.
We lost
and
the
lights
lights
went out.
again. All right.
No hurricane here.
Yeah, no hurricane. Whoa, they're blue.
We're cool now.
We're cooling off. They're blue.
What the fuck?
Hey, we're in the ocean now. I don't know what's going on. So, anyway, that'll end it there. We'll see you next week for The Conjuring. No, I'm sorry. We'll see you next week for something. We'll see you last week for The Conjuring. And until then, we'll catch you on the next one. Dun, dun.